morning and welcome back, boys and girls. School is in session and it's time for reading comprehension. Today we will be going over analogies. So sit up straight, pay attention, and let's get started. My name is Miss J. Stubbs. Our objectives for today are, by the end of this lesson, students will be able to identify analogies in pieces of writing, create analogies based on the similarity of like features, and to utilize analogies to show relationships between words. So, can you guess the comparison? Look at the pictures very carefully before you attempt to answer. If socks are to feet, because we put socks on our feet, then gloves are to, take a wild guess. If socks are to feet, as gloves are to, if you said hands, you are absolutely correct. Way to go, boys and girls. Let's get started. So, what are analogies? An analogy is a comparison that shows similarities or things in common between a pair of words. The relationships between the words usually fall into categories, and we will learn about those categories today. When writing analogies, we use two ways. They include using the words is to, and number 2, using a colon. So, for example, we have sun is to day as moon is to night. You see, you ever use the words is to. Same example, but this time you're using the colon. Sun, colon there, which means is to day. And of course, you will have a double colon here, which means as moon is to night. Everybody sees the difference there? Good job. Now, let's go over our types of analogies. We have purpose, antonyms, part whole or whole to part, action to object, association, object to location, cause and effect, and synonyms. Let's go and define these types of analogies. The first one up for wraps is purpose. This is when one word in the pair shows the purpose of the other word. For example, scissors is to cut, as broom is to sweep. A scissors, or the purpose of a scissors, is for cutting. The purpose of a broom is for sweeping. Then we have the part to whole. This is when one word in the pair is a part and the other word is a whole. For example, leg is to body, as finger is to hand. Apart from the whole body, we have the leg. From the whole hand, we have a part, which is the finger. Let's go further. Another type of analogy is action object. This is when one word in the pair involves an action with an object or to an object. For example, boat is to sail. The object here is the boat, the action is sail. Then we have object location. One word in the pair tells the location of where the other word is found. For example, cow is to farm. The object would be cow. Where do we find cows? The location would be on a farm. So cow is to farm. More examples of action object. Truck is to drive. Truck is the object and drive will be the action. Crook is to swindle. The crook will be the object and the action of a crook is to swindle people. Then back to object location. The lawyer will be the object. The location where you will find the lawyer is in a courtroom. So lawyer is to courtroom. Then we have student is to school. Student will be the object, and the location you will find the student is at school. Everybody understands? Good job. Let's keep going. Other types of analogies include synonyms and antonyms. With synonyms, the words in the pair are similar. For example, we have fast is to rapid. They're similar in meaning. Backward is to reverse. They are also similar in meaning. Antonyms, analogies, the words in these are opposite. For example, light is to dark. The opposite of success is failure. Success is to failure. Let's keep going on. Another set type of analogies are association. This is when one word in the pair is what you think of or associate it with when you see the other word. For example, cube is to square, as sphere is to circle. Kindness is associated with friend. Cruelty is associated with enemy. Then we have the cause-effect analogy. This is when one word in the pair tells the cause and the other word shows the effect. For example, tornado is to destruction, as hurricane is to flood. The cause would be the tornado. As a result, the effect would be destruction. Hurricane is the cause. As a result, there would be a flood. Another example, clouds are to rain, as winds are to hurricane. Let's go further. Now, you're going to choose the best answer for the analogies below. So we're going to have a little practice. Number 1, bowl is to fruit, as wrapper is to, is it A, present, B, candy, C, paper, or D, ribbon? Fruit is held in a bowl. So what is held in a wrapper? If you said B, candy, you are absolutely correct. Way to go, boys and girls. Number 2, innocent is to guilty, as introduction is to blank. Is it A, continue, B, conclusion, C, beginning, or D, finish? And notice what type of analogies it is here. Innocent to guilty, these are opposite. So therefore, introduction will then be to conclusion. Very good, boys and girls. Let's check out our last one. Number 3, knife is to cut, as copy machine is to blank. A, paper, B, duplicate, C, office, or D, ink. And of course, this is an example of a purpose analogy. The purpose of a knife is to cut. The purpose of a copy machine is to make duplicates. So if you said B, duplicate, you are absolutely correct. Very good job. Now, finding analogies in poems. And with this, you will learn much further about this later on in the week as we go through analogies. This is another part of it. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Now, if you look here, what is being compared? We said that analogies make a comparison with words. What is being compared in this case? If you said the color of the fleece to snow, you are absolutely right. The line that says, whose fleece was as white as snow. And if you remember back some lessons ago that we taught, whose fleece was as white as snow is actually an example of a simile. Good job, boys and girls. Let's look at our next point. Graceful as a cheetah, in 3 bounding soundless strides, the runner goes by. So, what is being compared in this poem here? If you said the movement of the runner to the cheetah, you are absolutely correct. Graceful as a cheetah. And if you look here again, this is another type of figurative language that we did in the past. And so you're going to learn more about these type of figurative analogies later on in the week. This is just a tip of the iceberg today. So, let's recap. What is an analogy? If you said an analogy is a comparison between a pair of words, you're on the right track. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Question number 2. How do we write analogies? I see your hand over there. Give me your answer. If you said analogies are written in 2 ways, either with a colon or using the words is to, you're on the right track. Good job. Give yourself a pat on the back. Question number 3. Name at least 4 types of analogies mentioned in this lesson. I gave you 8. I'm asking for only 4. If you said cause and effect, association, part, whole, and synonym and antonyms, you are absolutely correct. You were paying attention. Anybody care to name at least another one? If you said object location, you're also on the right track. Now, let's explain the object location analogy. If you said this is when one word in the pair tells the location of where the other word can be found, you did it. That's correct. Way to go, boys and girls. You are paying attention today. These are our resources for this lesson. And that brings us to the end of our short, quick reading comprehension lesson today. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Join us next week, same time, same place. Goodbye.